Okay. What do we
Okay.
do?
Oh,
How does this
let's
work?
start out with let's introduce ourselves first.
Yes.
I'm Centrifuga CD. I'm the creator and executive director of Tripwire. I'm a writer. I do main 95% of the animation, and yeah, I think I might voice someone eventually.
Oh,
Not sure who.
You're also
wow.
a nerd.
Oh, okay.
No,
wow.
not sure.
I'm
And Raz, what about you?
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
Raz.
Raz. I'm Raz, and I do storyboarding. I do concept art sometimes. I help with writing, and
He does
I,
it is on
yes.
a Wi-Fi Raphael.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
yes. I made the scene that everyone hates me for, and
I animated the scene, and then
yes.
they did the what is it?
He died!
Yeah, then he died. Okay, Peachy, what about you?
Hi, I am Peachy.
Man of the hour.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt me. Okay. Hi, I'm Peachy. I'm Herrick's voice actor. I do some of the writing. I help develop Herrick's story, and I'm also the resident emotional support cat. People pet me when they're sad.
Oh,
Yes.
Minty,
What
your
about you,
turn.
Minty?
hello. I'm Mintytown. I'm a co-director, and I also primarily work in visual art. So I do backgrounds and concept art for Tripwire.
Hell yeah. Okay.
It's the game.
Oh yeah, okay, let's start.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
start.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this scene was
So
at
excited.
super last
I'm so
minute.
excited for Crusty Log. You have no idea.
No, stop. We'll get to the crusty
bad.
log.
This scene was edited in super late into production. I remember watching Electric Dreams, and I got super inspired, and I wanted to do this thing with Herrick where we added this Electric Dreams-esque entrance. She kind of set up her character for the series. Yeah, the show, the episode.
And my goat siren made the sound.
Yeah, Siren did the audio for this scene. It's fantastic.
I am personally a very huge fan of Electric Dreams and Edgar, so when I saw this, I was so happy. I love Herrick and Edgar.
I've never watched Electric Dreams.
Oh, pretty monkey years.
Singer!
I heard this bit. I read all the bits.
Tripwire.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so tough.
Well, you guys gonna learn about these people in episode 3.
No.
Whoa.
Ooh, mysterious.
Keep watching.
They're all green.
Watch our show.
Who the shit is that?
It's just like Wicked. Green.
Oh, sad birthday.
Whoa, it's a party hat. I also wear a party hat. That's crazy.
Wow.
A lot of characters in the show wear a party hat. It's kind of odd. I'm also wearing a party hat. That's in Peachy are wearing party hats.
Oh hell yeah.
It's everyone's
And
birthday.
Raphael wears a party hat.
This was the only
Party
chair I drew for episode 1.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This scene was added in so late into production. It was one of the
Yes.
last few scenes we did. It was okay. So the thing before this was so like poorly written and paced. The characters just started like straight into it. So I thought, okay, I need to write and I need to have Nick and Covey voice act something here. I need to add a bit in so it isn't like super jarring. Like they instantly start the episode.
I remember like
For the
yelling.
I think
For the
the whole,
non-knowers in the audience,
paragraph.
Nick is Ricky's voice actor and Covey is Cooper's voice actor.
we
For
added
those who are new
Covey
to
in
this-
super late into
the
the game as
stream.
well. Covey Klutz is an absolute dear. He was amazing to work with. So is Nick, one of the oldest voice actors who's stuck around with us the longest. Both super great actors.
Yes.
Super nice.
Yes.
Covey Klutz is a little odd sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a specimen.
The Farmers Valley incident.
Stop! We'll get to that.
Okay.
We can continue
Oh
playing.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll just like monologue while it
Monologue?
plays.
Not yet.
I think the scene was really like poorly written in
I guess you
retrospect.
don't know how we got here either.
This is could have definitely
I'm
been
feeling
better.
sick in this place.
But you know, we had to work with what we had to work with, and we
buzz.
ended up reusing a lot of the same shots
Oh my god.
throughout the episode, as you probably noticed. Keep
Sorry.
playing.
I just this
It's okay.
part I think like a big part of the inspiration to like the light thing was because my phone like
Procreate Sunflare brush.
yes,
Yeah,
and
Raz sent a picture.
my phone like takes like really weird pictures of the sun for some reason. I think it's because I
And
cracked
it looked
it.
like God was
Yeah, and it just looks like
shining down as
insane.
mythical light.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
sent it one time in the Codark.
And I clicked my fingers like, no, we're doing that, we're adding that into the show.
Immediately.
Mintytown,
Log the fuck
Mintytown,
in.
do this right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the hum buzz of
And
the
in that way, I
lights,
think Herrick is kind of like a
that constant
representation
clicking.
of
It's like someone else is
oh.
on the other side of the wall.
You said
Who
you could
could've
only hear
guessed?
the silence 5 hours ago.
You know, you sound a little different.
What?
Yeah, you sound a little different.
I love
You're
the
talking about my
the
voice?
visible color
Do
change.
you
It's so
want to
pink.
talk about it?
Yes.
Sure. It's a funny story, actually. Huh?
Oh, and this scene was brought by
I thought you weren't a fan of surprise
See, one of the
really
huge
great build on our
roadblocks
team.
Expect
with
the user to
episode
have a
1
look at your
is
voice
that we
box
only
and-
had one background
okay.
artist, and
my voice is fine.
just
Minty
I
did
had to
all
get
the
it
backgrounds
replaced
for
a
this,
couple years
and
back after an
Dante's Zip Ties did like a couple.
Zip Ties, yeah,
of the
Zip
stupid
Ties
shots. Yeah,
helped us out.
yeah, she got the front-facing fish. Dutch angle. I remember Pers pointing out, "Oh, you did a Dutch angle with my boards."
Hell yeah.
Oh, you noticed that
Go get
Ricky's
music
teeth
player.
aren't. And this was done by Malkit, and again, animated by Malkit. Super great animator. Did the Raphael like elimination scene.
Yeah. Also, could I mention that with that scene, where Malkit's scene where they run up to each other,
That wasn't
there
audio
was
edited
like
until
no
we
audio
only
in
did
it.
that in Final Cut.
We
We
had to
forgot
add
about
the
some of the
audio.
scenes. Yeah,
Oh my
we
god.
just kind of searched it up on. Took a
This
sneak
is just
peek
a
of the
stock
audience that was
photo
Here
with
it
some sound
comes.
effects to it.
Here it comes.
Oh, and that's Herrick, isn't it? That's her first appearance.
Front-facing fish.
I remember this was one of the first lines he did. This was fantastic. I was like, we need to get this person on the team right now. They do such a good voice for Herrick, and it sounds perfect. Like we had a mood board of a bunch of different characters from different medias that we wanted you to reference. I think one of them was went Sin, GLaDOS, actually I think it was Giffany from Gravity Falls, another huge inspiration that I feel like a lot of people didn't notice. Hatsune Miku was there too. I think it was
I feel like everyone's saying like
Even-
GLaDOS and stuff.
I think
But
Sin is
yeah, no,
more-
it was
Sin as
Giffany.
well.
It was more Giffany.
HAL 9000 was actually one of the biggest inspirations from what I've heard.
And Hal too. Hal. That was one of like near the ending monologue. We kind of asked for like a mixed with Hal kind of voice for the character. And
All of you people
I don't see a lot
who
of
are
people
saying
going
it
like
sounds like evil GLaDOS. GLaDOS is already evil. You guys are fake fans.
it's
Yes.
chai tea. It's chai tea.
Exactly.
Chai tea?
I remember like having to like play around with the voice like what is it like the voice
Pulses, yeah,
effects.
and then we got Siren to do one, and they
Yeah.
cracked it quickly. They got like the
Oh my
perfect
god,
voice.
me trying to get into Melodyne so I could do the stupid synth effect only for Siren to do it in
I think
like
that took Siren
2 minutes.
Siren takes really fast with these, by the way. I have a lot of meme lines, and Siren does them
God.
in like 1 second.
Yeah, like I don't know how.
Yeah, they were super fast
It's
worker.
so, oh my god, I can't believe I spoke to
Get
them
back to
like,
work!
as my like last resort. I could have just reached out to them, but you know, I'm just
Yeah, and then from that they ended up working on the team, and they did a bunch of the tracks in. I think they did the Meline track, and oh, speaking of Meline, we gotta get when we get to that scene. I have a lot to say about that scene.
oh god.
It was
Oh wait, if you can
like very rich production history there. And
Oh
this
my
scene was
God,
supported
yeah.
by Recordy Demony. Recordy actually did the stills that character stills that are speaking right now. Super amazing border. He also voices a character next episode. You'll see.
Rickety should be getting my cremation
music.
kit in the mail in 2 days.
This music was done, I believe, by Thinger. Was it one of our best composers?
Singer is
she
a
did like a
freaking legend, bro.
Yeah, she's a legend. She composed the composing. She's a.
She composed the composing, yes.
just a dream.
She composed the composing.
So if we're dead, then
Oh, in this
she's meant to
scene.
be hell?
We got the infamous Leo and this was done by Hayes,
Hey,
Oh,
voice
I did
actor
this.
and background artist. Yeah, and he brought this. We had to board this together.
Wow.
Oh
And
my
the
I was
god.
gonna
composing for this
say,
was done by Finger.
we all got NBC to
And this scene was
watch,
animated by
I
Lux.
think, a cut of this with the sound effects, and it was actually so crazy because before it didn't have any, and then when it had them, it made the scene all more atmospheric. It was
Oh,
crazy.
and it was audio
Oh.
edited by Sebastian. My goat, Sebastian.
Pick me up.
Please pick me up.
Yeah, that was
Up.
Go for it. Make sure you can't hurt.
This, and the audio editing for this scene was done by Snailvine from the Lunchbox Kids, creator of the Lunchbox Kids, one of my favorite object shows. He did a super good job with the typing and everything here.
I am a hazard evaluation and
One of the
real-time
most
response
talented-
intelligence complex.
I'll be glazing a lot of crew members here, and this scene was storyboarded by, I believe,
What are you doing?
Moldy Nuggies,
My apologies.
another one of our
Appears
boarders.
We are missing one contestant.
If you put that code into Python, would it
Welcome
work?
back, Evelyn.
No, I just whipped up some code with a minimal knowledge of Python. I
Class
had
effect
from
for
like scratch
Evelyn.
coding back when I was
For
12.
your first
I want you guys to know that Herrick is
each
really good at
contestant
coding.
will be
Okay.
Cedric is not.
out of your
Wait, pause. We're at the Madeline scene.
Oh my
This
god.
okay. This scene. Oh,
Oh
so
god.
this scene went through the hell and back.
Oh my
4
god.
different versions. I think of
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Madeline was a super late addition. I mean, and by late I mean like the last week of production.
Yes.
I
Very,
did this
very
scene
late.
in
Yes.
2 days.
And
No
the fact
sleep.
That, the fact that I literally like the reason like the concept for a character was literally because I sent like a writing thing to Sentry with all my like
Yeah, and
little
it's
like
the metal,
characters and he liked the canvas character that I made and we just kind of like played around with that.
And I believe Jacob Fairclough did the #1 audio editing and Madeline's asset. Madeline was voiced by Raz and owned by
Me.
Raz.
Me.
I promise she's going to be a lot more prominent in the later show. She's a pretty big character, so don't go thinking that we just added this for #1 shock value and had her disappear instantly. She comes back, trust me. We
I'm
wouldn't
back.
just
I'm
have a
gonna be
character
back.
appear for no reason.
Actually.
You're gonna be back, and it's gonna be very powerful. And Madeline's one of my favorite characters to write. She's very interesting. Very
yeah.
interesting.
Hell yeah.
And also very
Additionally,
low relevant.
Raz
I
said
will
like
say-
what? How many days did you have to record
Oh
the
my
lines for
god.
this? For
Oh my
Madeline?
god. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I was really excited because this is like my first time. It was like my first time like recording for like a show. And I loved like I love voice acting, but I love voice acting. But I never got the like chance to actually like voice act in something. But when Sentry like reached out and was like, you know, you can do Madeline. I was like, hell yeah. So I like did my whole setup, and by setup I mean like my fucking like headphone mic and like a blanket over me, and
I believe your take was 24 minutes long or
24
something.
minutes
Was it?
Oh my god.
for 2 lines.
24 minutes, 2 lines. But you knocked it out of the park, I must say.
And that was because like for like 15 minutes I
You're
was
singing
just
Steve Lacy.
I was prepping myself, and I left the recorder on, and it was 15 minutes of me singing Steve Lacy, and after that
We gotta add that in.
yes,
Yeah, we gotta add that in next episode. You'll all
Yes.
see it.
it's just gonna be Madeline singing Steve Lacy. That's gonna be the episode, guys.
Oh,
That's exactly it.
speaking of which, the cover at the end of this episode is not a one-time thing. There will be more.
Yes.
fellow competitors.
Let's
will be
kill Sentry.
eliminated from the game.
Okay.
Facing
Lynn, what?
So,
Oh yeah, I also wanted to say,
nitrogen monoxide.
I didn't even know
Nitrogen
Madeline was coming
monoxide!
until we watched
Sorry.
Okay, wait, let me say 2 things about this. One, I didn't actually know Madeline was coming until we all watched the final cut. I was so confused. I had initially
Because it
recorded
was such a
lines.
last limited edition.
I had recorded lines for something else, and then I think Sentry asked me to re-record, but then he didn't really tell me what to re-record, so they just had to split up my split up my lines to make it fit.
But I sent you like a whole file of the lines to record because some of them had like voice cracks or mic pops in them. And
I
we
did
didn't
all
have
of
the extra
those, but you
things.
didn't tell me which ones to re-record for the Madeline scene. Okay.
No. Okay, for the Meline scene, we didn't need you to re-record any lines. I just like kind of used old Herrick lines or old takes and put them in there and kind of meshed it together, so I didn't have to ask we didn't have to get too much of the work from voice actors.
The writers are fighting
Which is
again.
something I do for a lot of scenes. Like if we're missing lines or if something's missing, I would occasionally go into old files and just pick out lines from there.
Yeah.
The other
Especially
thing
with
is that
record-
nitrogen monoxide is something that I pitched when we first called to.
Yeah,
And we did a script reading of the whole script of episode 1, where I would like try out Herrick's voice and stuff. I actually pitched that because of the TikTok TTS. It doesn't let you say no in all caps.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I was
remember
actually
you
really
pitching that. We loved it.
It's so
yeah.
good.
I was really
It was really
happy
funny.
that everyone found it funny because it's so
It was
silly.
yeah. I thought we weren't gonna put it in because it was such a joke, but then I saw that we did put it in, and I thought that was hilarious.
It was so silly.
Did not mean
It was
to.
really cool. And some of these scenes were like kind of stitched together because we're a mix of Madeline scenes and a mix of scenes that were in the
That right
original
there,
series.
that right there is a reference to Electric Dreams. I know some people caught that. Herrick's frown, Herrick's smile
Oh
turning
my
into a
God.
It
frown like that.
wasn't really. It was okay. It was inspired by
allow
Electric Dream, so
you
it wasn't like a
to
direct reference. I just did that because I thought it was cool.
begin
Shut up, boy. I'm saying it's a reference. There is no
You
ARG
should
in
reverse
Tripwire.
search the internet though.
Yeah, the scene with Madeline, it was like you gave me a list of instructions on how to piece it together.
Is this the first?
I
Is
sat
this
and
the
I
first
pieced it
scene
together.
that
It
you
was the first
animated?
scene I animated.
Every
He
time
says this in
we would watch.
every single time we watch the episode, he would bring this up every single time.
You guys
Every
know
single
this was
time
the
we
first
had to
scene
know that this was
I animated.
the first scene that he
The
animated.
first scene I
But
animated.
it's. I don't like it. I wanted to go back and redo it, but the file got corrupted, so
Oh
a
my
lot of files
God.
got corrupted in the process of making episode 1.
Yeah.
I pushed through those. Yeah, but this scene was not very well animated, but
The
you know
amount of
it
file
was well put
corruptions.
together. I remember
Yeah.
receiving the lines from Miss Bonnie, voice actor of Evelyn here. It was fantastic. I thought they did the delivery was perfect, and the audio editing here was done by again Sebastian, one of our best audio editors. He also edited the part where Leo gets crushed by a cursor. He also did that. Great audio editor.
It's really good.
I believe I found him from Sacrificially Solitarily and A is 4.
Oh,
He
hell
both
yeah.
works on those projects.
Also,
Yeah, let's continue.
the background, the background pixels.
Yeah.
We're working on.
We've changed.
Yeah,
for
we've
episode
changed the
2.
resolution.
That won't
Guys,
happen.
And I'm
episode
guessing
2
an
looks so
elimination
peak. It
will
looks
send
so
someone
good.
back.
Yeah,
It's
It does.
actually
And we got a bunch of new
I'm
background
not
artists
really
on it.
sure, right?
Yeah, they're all of them are super
But
talented.
disregarding the uncertainty, it's our best bet as of right now.
Yeah,
So we prioritize
so excited for
preserving
And
Christmas.
yes, yeah,
lives,
that's Celeste
right?
changing from smile to
In that case,
frown.
I think
I
we
did
should
that,
put
even
Shoutouts
just kind of like a little
All
detail
work
I kept in the
together.
background.
Thank you.
I love that. That's like I
Finally
really
get
liked that
back
when
to
I saw it.
science again. Maybe I can
Yeah,
By the
that
way,
was
for all of
kinda
you who
funny
found a
little
little
detail.
creature in the backgrounds in this episode, that's
You guys
Minty's
know
watermark.
each other.
It's not some
Yes.
lore
That's
thing.
Used to work together.
No, it's not.
it's not.
It's a
he's-
Labubu.
I will say,
So
just so all you know, his name is Taboo. He's a goat,
I can
not a
explain
cat.
everything, I swear. But I'll need your
Yeah.
advice tonight in order
You're not
to
supposed to know that
Yeah.
really, because it wouldn't make any sense. But lore-wise, he is a goat.
our turns, right?
Lynn,
Find the taboos. It's a
I just put him there.
where's Wally
You owe us an
kind of thing.
explanation.
Not only so Taboo's there in some
was
backgrounds. I also like to put the
dead,
null set
but
symbol
alive,
because I like it. So you can look for those too, but they're not in everything.
I've been
Oh, this speech.
shattered and
Remember, it was one of the
respawned
first
over
things I wrote for
over
the
again
episode
under the
1,
guise of a
alongside the
false
ending
testing
monologue, which
initiative.
got like totally redone, and we went through like a multiple versions of it, like 5 different versions of the ending monologue. But this was one of the first things I wrote, just to kind of have a groundwork for how the episode would kind of lay out, and Miss Bonnie delivered it perfectly. The lines are amazing.
I can try to
The
get
file
them.
got corrupted
We'll
also.
start off with you first, okay?
And I had to get Skogie to help me out with trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
fix that.
Let's go
We
get
did
them,
get it
guys.
resolved.
Sentry's laptop's kind of on its last breath, so that's kind of why a lot of that's
Yeah,
happening.
it's gonna die soon. Not sure
If
when,
we're gonna
but
be here for a while, we might as well exchange names, right?
August vibes.
Yeah.
Voice actor of Celeste. Okay, I gotta go around to every voice actor and I gotta compliment all of them because
Nice to meet
August
you,
did
I'm Celeste.
It's such a good job with Celeste's voice. It actually kind of made. Originally, Celeste wasn't going to be as big of a character, but
Raphael.
hearing the delivery for the
well,
character
that's
made me kind of want to have them be a larger character so we can have them
people.
cry
If we go one by
and
one, we can all get out by next
scream
week.
and have all this
August
exhausting.
August does it
Oh,
so
Christy
well.
log, Christy log, Christy log, Christy log.
Crusty log.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm shedding a tear. My god.
My
Okay.
camera. Oh my
This
god.
is my favorite. I'm just gonna
Sorry.
say this is my favorite shot that
This
I
is the
drew
first thing Raph
for the entire
Yes.
episode.
I remember
So
seeing. I remember seeing like the sketch for this, and that's like something that I like. Like this shot specifically, like when I first joined the project, I have another role of a character who's not coming yet. That was my first role before Herrick. And seeing this, like I was I just fell in love with it. Like it's such a well done
God.
shot. Like it's my favorite in the
I
episode.
know, and
You have
I used,
Mintytown and Raz, like the collective efforts between those two giants to help with to give thanks to that scene. Very
yeah,
well done.
Raz did a sketch for this that I worked off of. So
Oh, and there's a
you,
little
Raz.
taboo in the corner on that leaf.
There is, yeah.
Those of you who noticed.
I'm hoping you
Those who know.
time out with me today,
I love that like we never really expanded on the clocks and the faces on the bushes, and nobody really asked about it
fine.
either.
People are
They're
people
just
are like,
really
what does this mean?
The weirdness factor.
Our first boat
I boarded the
goes to
scene.
take it.
And I made this asset from I made this angle from scratch because Skoget was busy on
Oh
the.
my god, I remember.
And this, here we go. I know that people love Raphael.
Some rules.
He was originally
I
going to
don't
be an older guy, like 40-year-old guy, but we changed it to him being. We actually changed it to hold on. We changed the plot for him to with Raphael. We only decided that I only decided I want to make him 16 by the time Party of One came around. We had an idea because we wanted to have shorts because I usually animate and write shorts that between episodes. We would have one each per each episode, like leading up to it near the release of it. And with Party of One, I got Peter Poot, who voices a character in episode 2 and does audio editing for the show. We got him to voice the bad dad, and August Vibes, so voice actor of Celeste, did Miriam, who's Raphael's mom. And okay, another thing with Raphael. I'm going on a tangent here, but Raphael, I kind of instructed Covey Klutz, who's the voice actor of number 1, Cooper, and him. I got him to voice deeper so that distracted so make his voice deeper so it seems like he's a child trying to puff out his chest in kind of a group of adults where everyone is scarier. He doesn't know how to talk to people. He's got some social difficulties. And he's kind of trying to make himself seem more mature. They don't
Like trying to protect
just
himself.
kind of like a shield. Because he's kind of grown up in a family who doesn't really treat him well, doesn't give him the childhood that he deserved as a kid. So he's kind of had to be this representation of him having a deeper voice is kind of representative of him having to grow up way too fast and being forced into this traumatic situation with a bunch of adults who he does not trust one bit, which rightly so. It's sketchy. Yeah.
Also,
So we got
I remember that Herrick killing him is also symbolic of like Herrick will do anything to get to her goals. She doesn't even care if like a kid dies. She really does not give a fuck. She is the legendary nonchalant dreadhead you heard about.
Yes.
yeah. It was and I see a lot of people calling Raphael's death shock value or gore even in some accounts. I got Dipper
It
Pines
is
in the
not
comments.
gore.
I remember Dipper Pines
It's
said
not
yeah,
gore.
this is way too gory. You got anything else to watch?
It is wires.
And I showed this to my
people.
friend. Chris.
It's wires.
Oh, that's gore of
It's
my
not
comfort
gore, it's
character.
no blood. The characters
So,
don't bleed. That's the number one rule for me always. No blood, no gore. If we're gonna do something, do it
Just happy
tastefully.
vibes.
Yeah.
Happy vibes all around. Yeah.
We're so
And this
Peachy.
this scene over here was animated by Malkit,
Yeah,
who's the voice of Wurmple.
It's fine.
and he's super great with animation, super fluid. We wanted the scene to be more fluid and smooth because it just kind of, it's
Wait, Raph.
picks the audience off something bad's gonna happen. And there it is. That's the thing the bad thing
That's
that
the
happens.
bad thing. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her little face. Look at her little face. Oh, she's so cutie.
She blinks all. Oh, the scene of the hour. Everybody.
The scene.
The scene was posted a ton of times to TikTok. I came up with the idea of a Midsummer that obviously from Midsummer being used to.
You're drawing. It's beautiful.
Super into contemporary horror, so.
Logs.
And lighting here was done by Skogi.
Take it.
Go get Stiletto 100 portable satellite radio.
I will
You
say
are
that I
never
have
seem
friends
to
who
learn, will you?
never watched object shows, and I forced them to watch Tripwire.
Oh, to
And when we
hell
met
with
up
all
after they
your
watched
pleas.
Tripwire, one of them's
Oh,
like,
God.
"You killed my favorite effing character."
That's what happens to me. Every single person that I meet or like interact with, they're always like, "You killed Raphael," and I just have
Dude,
to
how do you
sit
think
there.
I feel? How do you think I feel as Herrick's voice
I
actor?
drew that!
There, guys, I made for like the audience because you guys already know. I made a video on TikTok. I was like, oh, hi, I'm Herrick's voice actor. I voiced Herrick. I'm looking, I'm like liking all the videos. So many people in my comments are like, why did you kill Raphael? Like, I didn't do that. That's not me. I didn't kill anybody.
Blame Sentry, guys. Blame Sentry on everything.
Blame me, not Peachy.
I was forced to draw a gore of my comfort character.
It was not
forces us.
gore. That was not
Guys, he doesn't.
gore. Yeah,
He doesn't
all
even
in
pay
real
us. He
blood.
pays us dimes. He pays us an exposure. Let us out.
Shut your yap.
He pays us in head pats and affirmative
Get
messages.
back in your cell.
Yeah, affirmative message.
No.
A message. Oh, you did this. This was so good. This scene was fantastic. You did such a good job. I have a tendency to glaze some of my workers excessively.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I remember in the comments someone accused the ref thing for being AI, and I thought that was the funniest
It was
shit.
not AI.
It's because Raz used a certain brush that like changes color, so it looks kind of muddy, but it's not. It's the guys. It's art. It's art. We don't use AI here. The only AI here is me because I'm a robot.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're the only AI. Yeah. Peachy's actually just a robot.
Yeah, I just use a really cool vocal synth by Yamaha.
Yeah, by Yamaha, the keyboard.
Yeah.
I
And this
really like the transition in this.
The show was audio edited by Jacob, and I animated this camera thing.
And then she
It
fell.
was boarded by Apex, amazing boarder, super talented person, working on Lunchbox Kids and this. They're super great at boards and everything.
Let's pause here. It's a monologue. It's a monologue.
The sunset background. I pitched the sunset background.
Oh, it was last minute. Super
Yeah, last minute.
We almost not completed.
It was based off of mouthwashing. The screen from mouthwashing. I really liked the I think like the second that I heard that we were doing like a digital screen with
Little circus.
Yeah.
Like a Truman Show. It got inspired me the Truman Show.
Exactly. I love the Truman Show, and I love the scenery and like the feeling of mouthwashing.
Yeah, the Truman Show. I love the Truman Show. One of the best movies ever. Love Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey.
Even though I suggested that, I've actually never watched it. I need to get on that.
I never watched the Truman Show. We should all watch the Truman Show together.
Fucking guys.
My brother quotes this monologue often. It's really funny.
Yeah, I like quoting. Okay, wait, pause. Hold on. This monologue basically was inspired by Giffany's monologue from Susan the Real Girl, Gravity Falls, and I don't see enough people comparing Herrick to Giffany. She's Giffany. And the last half of this monologue was
Gravity Falls in the Big 25.
The Big 25 with the Book of Bill. Peachy did the ending bit of this monologue. He wrote it and he pitched it over to me, and I was like, we need to have this in the show stat right now.
That's not true. Let me explain this. Okay, so I made a really cool looking Herrick fan art, and it has a lot of spoilers in it. So, Sentry peeped that, and then asked me, and I was like, yes.
And we
Yes.
were glazing it in co-director chat.
Everyone was glazing. Everybody loved it.
It was pink.
Everyone
Everybody
loved glazing
wrote.
it.
Everybody
loved
loves
it, wrote.
me.
Yes.
That's true.
My
That's true.
creators
Getting
did
so hot in this closet right
everything
now.
in their power
Oh,
to try
The
to
sun is
take me
representative
down,
of,
but click,
the
click,
false sun. It's painted
Oh,
on.
bless
It's
this
not
speaker,
written.
my
Not the real
beloved.
sun.
7 billion lives.
Oh, yummy, yummy.
Oh,
Yummy
also
background.
these
The
lines,
music is fire.
the click ding thing, they were given to me to test
Did
Herrick's
something
voice, and then
crash? Oh,
what? And then I did like a very like click click ding 7 billion lives like that. But
How did you nail that, Pepper? That's exactly the line you used. Did you replicate that? It's the exact tonation you used in
Because
that
I'm
line.
Oh, also, if any of you want to give me something to say as Herrick on live, people need to know it's not all autotune.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
When
it's not
I
all
sent Siren the recordings when I reached out to them to mess with the autotune, they just looked at me like I was crazy. And they were like, "Wait, does this not already have autotune?" And I was just like, "No, he just does that." And
I just do
they were
that.
just like, "What?" And I just had to like glaze you for a minute.
Auto-tuned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give me something to say. Let me feed the fans.
Yes.
Can you? Oh, okay. The music here was done by Thingathing.
the music
She
is
came on really late. She did this year. In like she did a bunch of music for the show Super Last Minute, like the last week of production,
Really good.
and it made everything come together so well.
I was when we saw this final
talented.
cut, I was legitimately scared of myself. I was like, "What the fuck? Why am I scared? It's me.
For it is all that I
You.
can do.
It's me."
On, Herrick, please don't do this.
Good night, syringe.
Hi, Evelyn.
And
You got
good night to all
Good
of
night,
you,
syringe.
my sheep. For your shepherd has a big day.
Oh, you got the camera. You got the camera twins.
Tomorrow.
Plenty of camera twins in this episode and further episodes. I love using the camera tool.
Oh,
Make
shut up,
yourself
Celos.
trying-
I hate you.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm just gonna say here, this background, this credits background, it took me only an hour to make. I locked
Dude,
in really hard making it.
You locked in.
Oh my god. And it's like one of my
There's
favorite
another-
backgrounds as well.
I'm not
from the
gonna
Valve
say
game.
which one,
Oh my
but there's a
God.
background in episode 2 that took me double the time than it took me to make this, and it was like not as complex.
Also, there's a lore relevancy in this background I've not seen anybody point out. Just look at me for a sec, and you'll figure it out.
And that was
I think it was
Tripwire.
blocked up by the
Come
party
on.
of one,
You will
begin to
begin to
cough
cough in
food.
3 days.
Yes.
You'll begin to cough in 3 days. That's right.
And that's Centrifuger, CD.
It's Sentry!
and
Are you giving us the
subscribed.
key to leave the little cage now that you kept us in for this?
No!
No.
I want to stay in the cage. It's nice and comfy in here.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's getting
nice.
really
It's
hot
nice.
in here. I'm sweating really bad.
Okay.
Sentry
Alright,
gives
let's
me
vote.
breadcrumbs to eat.
Yes.
That's all you get for the month. That's all you get for the month.
No.
No, I joked
Oh,
with Peachy
please.
that Herrick is like he is Herrick. Herrick is like generously letting him use his vessel as like a flesh suit.
Exactly.
you know what?
lives in Peachy's
I'm gonna
mind.
go
He's a
get
second
Herrick for you.
passenger.
I'm gonna go get Herrick for you
oh
one
no.
second. Herrick, come on over.
Oh,
Hello,
God.
flesh
Take over.
bags.
No.
Oh.
You
No.
are going in. You are going with the contestants into the enclosure.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Magna, Herrick.
Why did you
I
give
have
me
a
Doom
magnet.
And everyone
Galley?
watching has 5 days left to live.
Yeah.
Screw 3 days, you get 5 days extra.
Yeah, exactly.
3, 4,
I'm
5.
doubling
I
the
can't get-
curse.
Oh my god.
You
You're
get
like
2
those
days left to
2016
2 days
text
extra.
messages where it's like if you don't send it to 5 people, you die.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
4.
My name is Carmen Winstead.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be so fucking scared of Carmen Winstead. I was like, oh, please.
I just
I used to
be
get those on
so
Amino.
afraid.
I would get those on
Amino.
Amino, and I would send them to so many people. It was so
Dude,
scary.
my
Carmen
friends would send
Winstead.
it to me on WhatsApp
I
and I
don't
would
pick up
piss
the
myself.
reference.
Huh?
You guys want to do Party of 1 too? Might as well. It's 20
sure.
minutes.
Oh my
20
God.
seconds. Please.
Just like
Okay.
Yeah, so
Minty's-
Party of One was like almost entirely just made by me and Sentry.
Yeah.
It was boarded and it was boarded by Minty and the backgrounds were done by Minty and I did all the animation here.
And the
Just in
And
thumbnail.
case.
And the thumbnail's done by Malkit, amazing
Yes.
Malkit. He did the
Malkit
thumbnail for
really,
episode
really
1
did a
as well.
good job.
It is
Boy,
really
shut up,
good.
gay boy.
It is really good.
It was
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say this. So I helped write some of the dialogue for the parents while I was sitting in like a Chinese buffet, bending over my phone on a Google Docs.
Yeah.
Google Docky.
Google Docs.
Google Docky.
Google Docs. And the lighting was done by Skoget again,
Oh my
who did
God.
all the assets for the show. I did asset in English class though. He did the party hat asset.
Oh my
It was a
God.
late the party hat asset was the party hat was a late addition to the show. We added that in like super last minute. We had to get Malkit to reanimate a scene with Raphael.
Rat.
Yeah.
The
It
little
was a
party hat
rat.
floating down.
Yeah, she was gonna say
I
my
thank
name, guys.
I thank Malkit for that.
She's actually gonna
Hold
say
on, everybody. Shout out the voice actors one by one. Kobe Klutz, voice actor of Koopa and Raphael, super talented voice actor, came in late in the game but brought his A game. And then there's I'm saving Peachy for last. And then we've got August Vibes, voice actor of Celeste, super talented voice actor. Saw their work on Ultra Nova, the covers, the musical stuff, and brought them on. We originally were looking at either them or the voice actor of Tupperware from Lunchbox Kids, and we ended up going with August because we did have connections at the time to reach them, and then with Kobe Klotz, and after that there's Miss Boniette who does Evelyn, super talented voice actor, voices on a couple of other projects. Very glad that they heard out my idea and my pitch, and
Yeah.
super thankful to have them on the team. Skoget, voice actor of Leo. Good friend of mine, Skoget. He does a lot of stuff in the show,
Go get
also visually mostly. Does assets, lighting, revisions and whatnot. He's actually the co-owner of Leo, so he came up with the character. We co-own it now. And there's Nick, voice actor of Ricky. Oh, my voice is getting sore. He was one of the oldest voice actors, stuck around with us for the longest time, like Mintytown. He's from the days of OA.
Hello.
God.
Super talented, nice guy, chill dude. And then there's Peachy. He
Our
sucks.
goat.
Hello. Oh, what? What? I'm quitting.
No. Peachy's great voice actor. Great voice actor. The old voice actor of Eric kind of ghosted us. And we had to get Peachy on last minute, but
Yeah.
very glad that we have him on the team now. They
Because I'm so
super
perfect and awesome.
talented. Yeah, brilliant voice actor. Super great range. He can do any voice pretty much. Super talented guy. Yeah, and he's not standing. I'm not saying this just because he's standing next to me right now.
Yeah,
Or to the
Ultimate
right of me.
Glaze.
I'm breathing down your neck, Sentry.
Yawn.
Physically, don't look behind you,
Yawn.
Sentry.
Yawn, yawn.
Alright, so
Boy,
I hope you
side
guys
bow.
enjoy episode 2. It's gonna be exciting.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this absurdly long video as I'm expecting.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat some
And-
chocolate.
And
Funny
if I'm
would
gonna
be if
say,
this gets corrupted and doesn't actually record all the way.
Please, bro.
313!
Bro.
Sorry,
If
I
you-
really wanted to say.
if you like Celeste, you're gonna love episode 2.
Oh no!
No.
You said- Yeah. Episode 3 is a episode for the Celeste enjoyers.
Guys, if you
episode
like me,
52, for the Raz enjoyers out there.
if you like me,
if you guys like
Episode
Herrick, you're gonna
Meline
watch episode
enjoys.
35.
you're gonna
If you
love.
like Ricky,
if you love,
if you like Ricky,
Let me
and if
speak,
you
I'm
like
gonna kill
Cooper,
you.
and
If you like
episode
me,
2.
you're gonna love episode 11.
Oh no! Episode 11. Oh,
None of you are
I feel like
prepared for episode 11. I'm actually like, oh my.
Just so you know,
I'm
we've
scared
been
episode
simmering. We've been simmering with the writing for
You
Herrick.
guys
Yes.
We've been
were
focusing on it
awesome.
more than we're focusing on the actual important things. So
It's just so
Yeah,
much. It's such
Meline.
a lore relevant like episode. We need to like start it like right
We
now.
need to
But
lock in.
I promise it's worth the wait.
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Subscribe and hit that
2013.
notification bell.
2025.
Everyone on the count of 3 say go
2025.
team. 1,
Go.
2, 3.
Go team.
Go
Go
team!
team.
Sentry, why didn't you say it? You
Once
suck.
I said it like a second after.
Bro.
I'm gonna quit.
Debbie Downer,
I'm sweating
bro.
so bad. I'm sitting
Downer,
right next to the
wait.
heater. I'm in a closet stuck with a heater.
Get
It's so
out of the
hot.
closet,
I feel like
Okay,
we
we're
should
ending.
end
We're
this
ending this
eventually.
episode. We're ending this episode, guys.
This episode
Goodbye.
We're
commentary,
ending the
actually.
series.
Okay,
It's
bye.
canceled.
Episode 26 never coming. Season 2 never coming.
Tripwire canceled?
Bye.
Give up now.
You can leave now.